In this video, we're going to be looking at setting up Google Forms where there is branching. That means there is different directions one can go in after an answer has been submitted. So let's begin. We will begin by starting a brand new Google form. This type of form creation requires lots of pre-planning, but for the purpose of this demonstration, what we will do is just do something basic. So we have a question, whether we're looking at different types of numbers or materials on their properties or classifying different things. So for argument's sake, let's talk about people. We want to know or break something down. Let's talk about gender. What's the question we're going to ask? Is it no, that's yes or no. What is the gender? It's multiple choice. So the first example, you could say either male or female. Pretty straightforward. What we now want to do is have different areas or paths to explore depending on the answer. This is when we go down to the snowman, the three dots, and we click there and it says go to a section based on answer. So depending on the answer, it's going to go to another section, which means we have to create a section. In order to create a section, there's the equal signs down here, and once you click it, it creates section 2 of 2. You now have to give that section a title. So if the first answer is male, we're going to call it male. When we go back to male, we go back here, go to a section. Which section would we like to go to? We want to go to section 2, male. So if that is selected, it goes to male. So where does the female go? Well, as you guessed it, we now have to create another section. We create a section. This section is called female. It doesn't matter which order they go in, you just need to create sections depending on how you work. If you wish to choose to move the sections, I believe you can do, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So female, if I go here, it says what section do you want to go to? We want to go to female. If I preview the activity, what is the gender? If I select male, it says next. We go to the male section. I can go back. If I say female, it goes to the female selection. Depending on the complexities of your questioning, you just can keep adding questions and adding sections. So in the female section, that's there. If I wanted to post new questions, the one at the top, add question. Now, do we wish to put in a question for a female? Okay, it's female. What do you want to ask? Using the current conversation, bowling shoes. Once again, we're going to have yes or no answers. Yes, this particular female has bowling shoes, or no. Once again, go to the snowman person, go to the next section, but we haven't created the section that we want to go to. So whilst in this, if we go to the equal sign, we're going to create a new section. What do you want to call it? Bowling shoes. If I go back up here, so the question was, does this female have bowling shoes? Yes. Go to the snow person, go to the middle section, go to the drop down. Where do you want this answer to take you? Well, it's going to be section 3, bowling shoes. If the answer is no, where are we going to go to? But that needs to go to a section. If you actually go here, then let's go back here. So for no, what section do you want to go to? If we look, it then gives you different options. As you can see, you can go and say, okay, just submit the form. So if you don't want to do any more, or there's nothing more to be done, we can say submit the form. What does that look like? Let's go for a preview. So what is the gender? Female. Next. Oh, female, there's a question. Bowling shoes, yes, no. What happens if I say yes? Next. It goes to bowling shoes, but we didn't actually insert anything there. We can go back to our initial thing. If we go to female, bowling shoes, yes. Bowling shoes, we can write in a name. Like that. Let's have another look. Female, next. Female, bowling shoes, yes. Next. Ah, it's Rachel Uxley. What happens if we said no? Next. As you saw earlier, it's going to submit the form. Those are the steps one takes in order to create branching questions and answers. Is it hard? Is it soft? Is it this? Is it a prime number? If it's an even number, is it an odd number? Is it a tall building, small building? So how one uses it depending on what one is teaching, but it just gives you those options of branching, almost like what are those things called again? Those diagrams, flowcharts. Is it yes? Is it no? Okay, hope that was useful.